Welcome to Coffee with Alain. Hope your day is going out well. Appreciate everybody that joins and says hello, listens to replays, listening to the podcast, whether it's live, replay, video, audio, doesn't matter. I appreciate all of you. I'm drinking out of a mug that says, "This is a good day to have a good day." I want to try to help you have a good day with a little bit of wisdom from Denis Waitly. Back in high school, early 80s, a guidance counselor there at the school gave me a book to read. Said, "I think you'll like this." It was Seeds of Greatness by Denis Waitly. I did like it. And throughout the years, I've listened to many of Denis Waitly's programs, read most of his books, some of them multiple times. And recently, I was listening to The Ultimate Denis Waitly Library. It was on Audible, and it said many of mine are either CDs or a lot of them are cassettes. They're that old. But I got this on Audible so I could listen to it in the car and around with my phone. And it's a collection of things from a lot of his different programs, about 15 hours of his stuff from different programs, sort of put in, logical chapters and so forth. So it's been a good listen. Again, I always have liked Denis Waitly. And then this morning, the planner had a Denis Waitly quote. And so I thought, I got to share that. I've been listening to him, going to share the quote. "Winners believe in their worth in advance of their performance." And that's a strong message in a lot of his stuff, is we have to believe in ourselves. We have to believe in our worth. And when you do that in advance of your performance will be better. So I wanted to share that with you. Denis died last year, one day after his 92nd birthday. So he made it to 92, and he passed away a day after. It was last spring. But he left a wealth of wisdom, knowledge, self-help material through his audio programs, through his books. A lot of them you can find at pretty low prices. I mean, Audible had that Ultimate Denis Waitly Library 15 hours worth on sale the other day, and that's when I purchased it and started listening to it. I've actually thought about pulling off some of the cassette programs, because I still have a cassette player because I have so many educational cassette programs. I've thought about pulling off the shelf one or two of his programs and re-listening to them. It's been many years since I listened to some of those, just because he does provide a lot of wealth. I have VHS players too, because I have a lot of old VHS martial art self-defense instructional tapes that I sometimes review. So I still pull out the cassettes, still pull out the VHS, and I think I will pull out some of Denis Waitly's, just because I've been enjoying listening to those highlights in that Ultimate collection, but I think I'd like to go back and do some of his other programs. If you're not familiar with Denis Waitly, I strongly suggest you seek him out. Look at some of the things you can get and some of the wisdom that he taught. It can only help you be better. And I like this quote from today's planner: "Winners believe in their worth in advance of their performance." So I want everybody to believe in themselves. Good morning, Thad. Thank you for being here and saying good morning. Good morning, Dixon. Dixon says, "Kismet with the Disney." I don't understand that comment with the Daily Planner comment, Dixon. Sorry about that. But I still use the Daily Planner. It's a Franklin Covey David Planner that I still use, because I like to write things out with a pen and pencil and keep on track that way. And every day there's a quote on the top. And today's quote was, "Winners believe in their worth in advance of their performance," by Denis Waitly. Check Denis's books and programs out. They're worth it. I've been enjoying them since the early 80s and going to continue to do so. Make it a fabulous, fantastic Friday. We'll be back to see you tomorrow talking about a few books.